Welcome, frogs and fleas. We're gonna get right into it. So, been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die modded now after 2.0 and everything that ensued there. Had been playing a little bit of the Tarkov mod beforehand, just waiting for the 2.0 update to come out, but just have not been very pleased with it. So we got into about day 50 or so. We hadn't unlocked everything, but we were getting some of the legendary weaponry, the gold or yellow rarity. I don't know if you call them legendary, but essentially this mod adds a boatload of new weapons. So we're gonna get right into it. This one's random gen, huh? Let's see, like better 2.0, how about that? Really we're on 1.4, but you know. So we're gonna get right into it. So just to explain a little bit about the mod, I briefly discussed earlier, it adds a whole lot of weaponry, all from Escape from Tarkov. Some very talented mod creators here. I have a link to their stuff in the description. Might give a video on how to get everything set up nicely. I do have the Urban Decay mod, and then I think it's Better Forests, but essentially all the area off of the roads and things is a little more developed. The other thing we'll see is that there are no skills, there's no skill books. Instead, it's learn by doing to some extent. There are no jars in this, but I can forgive that. Goals for this, I think I'd like to get every single yellow weapon. It'd be awesome, the legendary weapons. It certainly takes a while. For some of the very expensive weaponry, it's 1,000,000 or so. Rubles, I think there are, instead of dukes in this game. But so if we take a look, this kind of gives us an idea. The action skills, basically learn by doing, if you want to say that. Economy rebalance, trader heavy gameplay, that's all me. You know, I love running quests. That's what makes it fun. But yeah, there are no perks, perk books, no magazines. Sneak and stealth are removed, unfortunately, but with triggered areas and POIs, I wasn't too upset about this. A lot of armor modifiers are gone. Big emphasis is with the helmet light, so we're gonna try very early on to try and get some like night vision goggles. It is almost essential. You can't really venture outside at night. It's just too dark. So we're gonna get right into this and kick things off. Alright, so spawned in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that's a no-go. Get ourselves an axe quickly here. So right away you can see a lot of things are changed. This is from the other mod I downloaded. This isn't, just from the Escape from Tarkov mod. And there aren't really quests. There are bundles or kits. Yeah, they're called kits. So they're all very interesting. It's really hard to beat the bicycle. This is very interesting, the special builder kit. It's kind of huge, but I don't know if you can really beat the cycling hero. Having access to a bike, if we find any cop cars, we can break right in and just run away, hopefully. Okay, we really need some stones here. They also change the stumps, so kind of interesting. Okay. So first and foremost, let's do that. Get ourselves the cycling hero kit. Get our bicycle. And hopefully we can find a town right off the bat. Also changes the UI a bit. Our our hunger and thirst bars are a little different. We also have, interesting, we didn't spawn with full health. The big one in the beginning I found is having enough food. It's a little bit more challenging in this mod. This mod's definitely harder as well, much harder. It adds in zombies with armor, and a lot of your like pistol weaponry or shotguns are not going to punch through that armor. You'll need specific armor piercing rounds or shoot any exposed skin essentially of the zombies. Okay, looks like we're coming up onto something here. Definitely not a town. Or a trader, I should say. So since this is a firearm focused mod, we're going to try and find some firearms right off the bat. See if we can't get rolling here so I can show you some of the honestly impeccable designs of the weapons. Don't quite have enough bones to make our first bone knife. Get a decent weapon, get ourselves a club or something, or a spear. Speaking of armor penetration, spears are, I think, the go-to here. It doesn't matter so much in the early game, but eventually we're going to run into wights, and it's not good. Wights are very scary in this mod. Interesting. Could live in the desert right off the bat. That would certainly make things interesting. It would be good to have Trader Bob and get some early access to vehicles. What I don't want though is just stumble into like a tier 3 or tier 4 POI. I mean, you can kind of tell, but that's the other thing in this mod is it doesn't show you the skulls, so it's going to make it a little interesting. And this is kind of the worst part, trying to find a town. So I'm going to kind of zip through this and I'll see you when we're at a town. Alright, I think we're finally coming out of town here. I just took the longest trip ever. Man, what is this? Ooh, a checkpoint. Got a cop car here. Ooh, these do have ammunition in them. With ammo boxes, which is absolutely crazy. I'm going to search all these cars as well. Occasionally you can find a pistol in them. This is a higher tier POI, and it doesn't tell you the names of them, or, like I said, their skulls, you know, how difficult they are. We will probably come back for that cop car eventually, once we're a little better equipped. We should really get some armor. Get that squared away. So, same thing, I'm going to find our vendor here. Gonna go find Rect, and then I'll see you guys again shortly. Alright, finally again. Jesus. This seed has not been kind to me so far. We'll grab our food. Must be in the second one here. Get some canned goods. When I had played through the mod earlier, it was a little harder to get food.
Snappy. I gotta take it. I don't like
Oh gosh.
my shop, my rules.
Not the buried supplies. So our big goal is going to be to buy this mod as soon as possible. That or a tactical flashlight if we can find a weapon. If nothing else, we can purchase one, but we can find usually a pistol fairly easily. That's pretty good, that shotgun ammo. Alright, off we go. We'll go get this quest done quick. The other thing to note is there's nothing really great in here. What we'll be looking for things like this. A multi-tool, I think it's called Keck tape. So it's different rarity items. So green, blue, purple, and then orange for legendary. Alright, so let's get armored, let's get a shovel, and then we'll head over to that buried treasure. Well, this seed has been very, very funny. Very funny. Oh, I can't wait to dig through that, huh? We got our primitive stuff. Get our helmet light on. It's not very good, but we'll need it at night. So here we see one of those armored zombies. The spear has some armor-piercing capabilities and is still not very good. Okay. Did I lie? No, I didn't. I was gonna say maybe you don't get it till like an iron spear. Yeah, they're a little sturdy. Maybe I shouldn't hit him in the head. You get these tiny creatures too. I don't know why they made them so small. I don't have enough bones for a knife. No. Okay, I can't go too far. I'm gonna fail this, huh? Yeah, this is not great. Oh, does it turn it? It actually changes it to dirt. That is so interesting. I didn't know that. Drink our rat colas. That's the other cool thing is they also added in eating and drinking animations for this as well. The Fun Pimps did add that in recently to 2.0, so it's not as earth-shattering as it was, but before 2.0 they had that in there. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, you guys know how this goes, so we're gonna skip through this and I'll see you shortly. The loot here just as incredible. We'll make our way back to Wrecked. Hopefully soon we can find a weapon, actually. Firearm. Alright, we're back. So, I couldn't remember for sure, but yes, we do get a weapon here. So, it's interesting you get the choice to pick from a few weapons or 2,500 rubles. Which is interesting. I don't think that's going to be worth it for us. No, I don't think so. You do get some ammunition with it.
Now, don't you? Here's your pay, Einstein.
So, the 1911 I'm fairly certain does the most damage. Trailer park. I think there's a dog there.
I don't like I got just you got. If you want a job from me, I've had enough. Let's make a pact.
Right. So we're gonna grab a job
Next time, bathe
in a home.
to a job interview.
We're gonna try and get a cooking pot right away. So we've got that 1911, which is, it has a running animation. It has an empty model. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The iconic 1911. But yeah, it's incredible the amount of work they put into the gunplay and having an empty magazine, charging the bolt. So yeah, we're gonna go and loot this place, and hopefully we can find some things. I'm gonna pick up some food along the way here, see if we get any luck. Not so much. We got a little bit. All right, I'll see you there. All right, here we are. I'm gonna test out our new pistol. Take out this biker first.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, this ain't going so hot. And they get that little speed boost, they really get you. Don't want to waste too many of my rounds, but can I headshot him? No, so there's our armor. We're gonna see. I have to go for body shots. So it does drop him. I did headshot him a few times, but very poor of me to take so many hits right off the bat, but we'll make it work. So you can loot all the boxes as well. Get some kind of basic and kind of crappy supplies, but it's alright. So what we're looking for, we want a cooking pot. We want a cooking grill. I don't think this is a great POI for that. Can't really remember. Don't know the last time I've done this POI. Oh my gosh, my spacing is horrible. Alright guys, I've been playing absolutely too carelessly. Now we need to find some honey. Man. You forget how many attacks it truly takes just to take down a basic enemy. Like, that's crazy. 4 power attacks to the head. Maybe I need to use a club early on. This spear is not doing it. Alright, let's see what we got up here. The other thing to mention is honey does not heal much infection. It's very little actually. I think it's like 3% only. Get our goods here. Who's gonna spawn in? Oh yeah, we get a guy with some armor. Yep. Okay. Yep, come on down here. Play some Ring Around the Rosie. So in this case we would use the spear for an armored enemy. We've attracted some attention to ourselves. Should really get some building blocks. Can make 1. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get back up to the loot room and I'll see you guys there. This is a little ridiculous. So we got some nice boots right away. We got some knuckles, some gunpowder. Need some more ammo for my weapon here. Good, we got some. No honey, unfortunately. Should go and find a stump quickly here. I'm really not too worried about the infection. That's some luck right there. That's awesome. Okay, we'll make our way back to Wrecked and hopefully get some honey along the way. See you there. Okay, we're back. We'll see what Wrecked gives us.
I'd shake your hand, but I bet you got
Oh, that is interesting.
the way you smell.
At this point, I think I need the food more. We're not doing so good in the food department. I'm really not too worried. Like I said, we get some infection curing meds fairly often, so I'm gonna take the bread.
Listen up,
Okay.
DANKest. Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid.
Alright, so it's been kind of a boring intro to the mod. It takes you a little bit to get a gun and then you can finally get rolling, but what we're gonna do, just to end the episode with a bang, is to head over to that cop car. I'm fairly certain it was over this way. We're gonna try and break it open quick. Since we got that iron pick, we got very lucky with that. We are going to see if we can't make a clean getaway. First and foremost, I'm going to get some of my health back here. Get some food in us. Didn't get a first aid bandage at all. That'll give us a little bit of health just in case we get popped. We're gonna get a feral to spawn on us for sure. I don't know if we'll get a Wight. And I'm a little worried. I'm not 100% certain we can outrun a Wight yet. I think we can on a bicycle. I don't know if they actually increase their speed in this mod. Am I going the right way? I am. Alright, we'll pop over and we'll see how we do here. Alright, and we are back. I think we got some lockpicks. We do. So we might not even have to get too wild here if we get lucky. I don't think we're going to get much crazy out of the cop car day one, but we'll try it. Alright. Old Faithful. Ooh. You know, I don't think we're going to be able to see the loot, but we will crack it open. Okay. This does freak me out because you get this sound effect, like a heart beating sound. It's a little freaky. There was some lag. I don't know if it actually spawned them. No way we got that lucky. We didn't. It's just a cop though. Okay, here they come. I was gonna say if it's a single cop, I might have stood there. Alright, we'll be right back. We'll see what kind of loot we get. Alright, and we are back. See what we got here. Nice, a silenced pistol. Let's see if we have some ammo. We don't. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if we can get some quickly from this truck. Ooh, an MRE. Holy cow. That's a loot room there. No ferals, though. Really? Well, we're gonna have to call it there. The episode's running a little long. We are gonna come back, though. That's a pretty nice loot room. But thanks for tuning in. For the most part, night is incredibly dark. It's hard to even see what I'm doing, let alone see it in a video. So let me know what you think. You know, we can kind of, I'll play through it and then maybe just speed through it or play it as it is. Don't know. I don't know if there's like a gamma option as in like Minecraft, but The other thing I found here is 3 cop cars, so we're gonna have to get a little spicy next time. See what kind of good loot we can get. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you later.